The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play and go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
From the gun, here's Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. After the run, Smith going to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
Here's Pollard again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
There's the clip.
Geno now to throw. Flushed out right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, go flip her up.
Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Smith. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away.
Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
He'll return it from the 6.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They work now on 2nd and 9. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
There we go, sit down. Another look.
Here's Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now it's Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Play action. It's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here we go.
To throw is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, it's Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Smith now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Micah Parsons
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Option play, they'll give to Walker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball?
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Smith
and Jigba with a grab.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw, Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to
And got his man complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge at opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Kill! Hey, kill!
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Walker once more.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big strong.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing, Prescott.
Looking downfield for Pollard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, Salon.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing now is Geno. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Hey, kill.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line.
47.
That's good.
They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
Looking downfield for Pollard.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. They toss it down to Pollard.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Down the sideline he goes.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Cowboys 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 93 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Going to 53.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now Smith going to change the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
His
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
Get out there. Hey, 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.